Oh, hello, guys. Hello. How's everybody doing? Guys, welcome. Early part of the stream, folks. Welcome to my stream. Guys, real quick before we get started, I do want to say something. Thank you for stopping by. Tonight, guys, we are playing a little bit of DC Universe for a couple hours, and then we're going to go into The Witcher 3. And then, as for The Witcher 3, we're going to do something else. I'm not quite sure of what yet. Probably Bloodborne. More than likely Bloodborne, but we'll see. Guys, a little bit history about this game. I've been playing it on and off for about 12 years. I have roughly 3 accounts. As you can see, this is my account that's the weakest. This is the PC account. I have a very old PlayStation account. I have a somewhat old Xbox account, and I have a fairly new uh, PC account. Um, the reason for the PC account is because I didn't have a PC. Right, so I've been sitting here thinking, guys, and if we're gonna get into the game again, we might want to do it right and be on like a PC/PlayStation server. That's where the highest population is. The hard part is going to be getting back up there, folks. It would be a lot of work, right? So I thought we would start fresh. I thought we would start new. Um, make some choices here, guys. If you know anything about me, I do love the Western superhero. I love it more than anime and manga, although I do love anime and manga. But I was very much a 90s comic book kid, 80s comic book kid. Um, and if you know anything about me, I love character creation, and I'll delete my character over and over again until I feel like I got it right. So I spent about the better part of the weekend trying to think of what we could use for this game specifically, because this game is somewhat limited in terms of character creation, unless you pay up a little bit, right? So, um, and for my thoughts, in my mind, guys, what would be best for us would to be a class that had a pet at some point, and then was easier to use because of the pet. Even though you can shift all your classes into pet classes, that'll just take more work, right? So it's good to have a class that has a baked-in pet, and then you can build upon that. That's my school of thought right here. So we have the choice of two characters. Um, and I thought we would look at them both briefly. They are not idealized yet. They're kind of just bare bones. And then, when we're leveling up, if we like the game on the PC side and we keep building it up, we can focus on one of them. And then later on down the line, we could talk about the whole like pay to win aspect and all that kind of stuff, guys. For now, we should just enjoy the game for what it is, and just have a good time, guys. And the free to play aspect will come into play later, for sure. Um, so let's take a look, guys, and once we decide, if there's anybody in here, we can decide together. Hopefully, guys, you guys had a great weekend, by the way, and your work day, your school day went by very quick. It's almost the summer, guys. It's almost the summer again. So, um, yeah, let's get into it, huh? I have the sound off for the game, so we'll need to turn it back up once we're done here, guys. Like as you can see, this is very much a free to play account. Once you spend like $5 or so in the cash shop, you get about 6 characters you can make, and it's been a long time since I've been like purely free to play. I don't think I've ever been like actually free to play on this game ever. Right? When PlayStation 3 came out, it was $15 a month, and then it went into more of a free to play model. Um, so let's take a look at the guys right here. So I'll tell you the thought process behind this character. I wanted to call him the Gargoyle, but we couldn't get that. So what else is a gargoyle called or known as? He's known as a grotesque. Obviously, Batman inspired kind of hero. Um, he gets a turret later on down the line in leveling. So, these will start off basically as DPS, and then we can transfer them or transition them into their side roles, right? So he'll be a DPS/controller. That's what Gadgets is. He has dual wields. Very straightforward. Um, we have the Macabre here, right, guys? Macabre is very much is a sorcery character. Sorcery does have pets baked in that you can summon. Um, Inspiration behind this was obviously like Vincent Price. What was it? Oh, Vincent Price, Stephen Strange. Very much the occult styled superheroes or occult styled characters from back in the day, right? Rod Serling, that kind of stuff. That's why he's called the Macabre guys. Um, Very old school name. Now we have a choice between those two, and I would say, in terms of like this playthrough, we should focus on just one character and build them up fully to level 30 and then try our best to get them going. Um, the obvious thing right here is that since this dude is sorcery right here, he would be able to basically transition to a healer, which is very highly sought after in the game, right? Tanks and healers. Controllers, not so much. They do have their spot in raids for sure, right? But he would basically just be a pure DPS for the most part, and there would be like kind of no deviation from that, which is not the worst thing in the world, guys. You just have to be dedicated and keep in mind that you would have to really work hard on getting into raids, which means that your DPS is going to have to be chef's kiss. Um, it's going to be hard if your DPS is not up to snuff. That's just not the way it works, guys, right? If you played any MMO, they don't want people in there that are trash, right? So we have our choice of the two guys. Is anybody in here right now? Hi. If you guys want to see anyone in particular, whether it be sorcery or gadgets, definitely let me know now. I am kind of leaning towards, I like them both, honestly, because they're not complete. Um, I'm kind of leaning towards Macabre. um, but either one you guys want to see, it's fine. Like I said, guys, they're not complete. We don't have like any custom pieces or anything like that. That will come in time. That's just the way the game works. So what I think we'll do is we'll sit here for a second, guys. I am going to grab some water. If you guys want to see like any character in particular, definitely let me know. I'll be right back. I'll just turn the camera off. That's going to be it. Guys, give me just a minute. If anything, guys, I'll decide on my own. BRB, guys. All right, guys, I am back. Let's just get settled in. Let's get all settled in, folks, and we can make this choice together. Rather, I'll get on my own. Not a big deal, guys. Right? Okay. So, like I was saying before, let's get our camera back on. Whoa. Hey, guys. Yeah. Did I ever tell you guys I hate the way I look with headphones on? Right. We recently switched to headphones. Not too long ago, because my mic was a cheapy mic that we bought, and it wasn't doing too good. Anyway, so what am I thinking, guys? What am I thinking? We're probably going to go with Macabre, right? Mostly in case I need to go healer for any reason or I need to survive. um, we can rely on the healer aspect. That sounds good to me, huh? So let's do that. And then we can switch characters if we like the game and we keep going on PC. So let's do that, folks. As you can see, we did skip the tutorial. We've done this game plenty of times. I'm not going to do tutorials today. No tutorial. We'll just go with him. And should we switch him to flying? Let's see, guys, flat out. I don't think so, right? We'll keep him acrobatics. Usually acrobatics and super speed are like kind of the two, in my eyes, preferred movements. Super speed is number one. Flying is fine if you're really, really hurting to survive and you're alone and you kind of need, just a lot of distance, you can kind of rain down. It's not going to work all the time because a lot of enemies can just throw a move out there and pop you. And while you're flying, you just get swatted down. No problem, guys. Um, so I guess we'll keep them like this. Okay. As far as the camera goes, guys, the camera's going to be where it's at because there's a world chat on it, and I can't really control them. So instead of me having chat fading, I'd rather it not pop up. With that said, let's get into it. Excuse me, guys. Okay. So we're going to have to raise the volume up. This is going to be very basic missions, right? These missions are extremely, extremely basic. With that said, though, let's turn the sound back up. Let me know if it's too loud or anything like that, folks. And when we get to like the more pay to win or free to like aspects of the game, and believe me, they will try to get you to spend money. I say this a lot, though, guys. Hopefully you're an adult. Be careful how you spend your money. Don't just spend it on a bunch of goddamn loot crates. That's not the way to go. So we'll do. The movies are actually extremely loud. So we'll do that. We're using dual wheels. I know we're gonna look like a little basic bitch. I can't really. I can't do anything about that, guys. Remember, keep in mind, guys, this guy is sorcery. When you level up, guys, you get new moves. You really don't have access to all of them. Once you get your pet, you should be fine for a while. As you can see, level 5 will get Guardian. That's more of a tanking pet, or he's more of, that pet plays the role of a tank.
Bounties offer great rewards, but be careful not to take them on by yourself. Teaming up is key when going after bigger targets.
Should we get all our greens and blues, guys?
Good to meet you in the flesh. Well,
I'm not sure
so
it does.
Consider this league-friendly safe house a temporary place to repair your gear, check your mail, have a soda cola.
Well, you definitely will get. You might as well just grab it because I'm here.
I guess I'm joining.
They really mattered in the first few years of the game.
They're quick,
the greens are
really come in handy during a fight.
Investigations, the blues are briefings, right? So you would get all your briefings and investigations. They will give you a lot of skill points. You will like exclusive styles just for getting them. These days, a lot of styles are locked behind
on your minimap? Check your mail at
that.
one of these mailboxes. Treat messages from unknown
We're gonna
senders
take everything we
cautiously,
can.
but mail from famous heroes usually
Let's go ahead and
contains
delete
rewards,
this.
so don't sit on those.
So here's our style tab, guys. Right, every piece of gear you get, by the way, turns into a style, right? So as you can see, we're wearing it. The style says already collected. If for some reason your armor that you have on is way stronger than the piece that you collect, it'll pop up in here. If you haven't collected the style, it will say not collected, right? Around. Shit. I guess the mouse ain't good. It will say not collected, right? Just pop it on so you get the style collected. That way you can play Barbie and dress up and all that kind of stuff, right? As you can see, there's some stuff we have already that are locked because we got them on a different character. You can do that. You can unlock stuff from one character to the next. It'll cost you a little bit. Like I said, guys, very much that's just becoming the nature of the beast. There's not much you can do. Pick the game you want to play. Spend your time wisely.
Finding investigations, briefs, and
by no means should you be
provides
skipping meals
great insights,
to be playing
and
video
completing
games.
them nets you some pretty good rewards. Information
Right,
brokering isn't
just
such
like
a bum
anything
deal,
else,
right?
be careful. That's the best I can give you guys. Let's grab this last green. I don't know where it's at. Possibly over here behind this. There we go. And now we can get into the combat. No, we took a minute, guys. Let's just check on our chat. Like I said, guys, I do want to say something again. Thank you for stopping.
Then providing useful info.
Okay. So we got all that. Guys, the basic MMO stuff is in effect here. the community can be toxic, right? So don't get pulled into the bullshit. I know it's easy to
Don't
do.
forget, you have fast movement. It's the easiest way to get across a big city.
I
Try
know
it
it's
out.
easy to do, folks. We
This
don't
is
have our
Wonder
movement
Woman.
mode yet. We
Your
are
ability
acrobatic,
to
we're
break
not
free from
flyers.
Brainiac is an impressive
I'm
testament
guessing
to
at the
your
end we'll
magical
probably be more
powers.
of like
I'm asking you to use these
suit
now
and
in a
tie
fight
kind
for
of looking
freedom and
character. I haven't
truth.
decided yet.
Felix Faust and his agents are stealing souls in
The
China.
missions are very straightforward and very basic. Usually it's like collect X amount of items, destroy X amount of items, rescue X amount of people. As you can see now, you just gotta summon soul globes, destroy soul globes, that kind of stuff. Once you walk in here,
The Sentinels of Magic were
the
formed to
mission does
combat these
include
sorts
some
of
more
magical
stuff.
crimes, but the
You
number
can
of
zoom in and
Faust's
out,
souls
guys,
is
easily.
far beyond their control. The spellcaster Zatanna led the fight to
Sorcery's a
stop
very
Faust's
easy
foul
class to
ritual,
use,
but
by
she's
the way.
disappeared.
You're just
If
spamming kind
Faust
of
has
like
found some way
powers
to
a lot of the
silence her,
time.
we must free her
So I
before
could
it is
easily
too
just
late.
spam this beam over and over until I run out of mana or this game. I can easily just do that many times, especially when we're leveling up. Not much to this. I guess this playthrough will be like kind of quick, as quick as I can make it. Most enemies are about the end game, so if you can make it there
These soulless
and start building
victims
them
are
up,
Faust's doing.
that would be
We
nice.
must find Zatanna and undo.
Initiate field report. Sadly,
Unfortunately,
there's
we're
not
not
much
seeing
left of
this
this
game
soul.
already.
That is
So,
never.
you know, we're gonna make do. If
These
everybody
soulless
likes it, we'll
victims
just
are
push
Faust's
forward with
doing.
it, and we'll see what we can
We
do
must
about
find
that part.
Zatanna and undo this evil. Sentinel of Magic nearby has an amulet that will help you
It
find
took me a
her.
long time to come up with these names, by the way, and hopefully, thankfully, they weren't taken. That's another thing as well, guys. Right? You can have all the plans in the world, and once you get into making your character, guys, like say you really have your heart set on like an type character, for example, right? Yeah. I'm gonna, even if you want to cosplay Batman, right? Well, that's even better. You cannot get the name Batman, right? You cannot get the name The Batman. You know, you can't get like Batboy because those are taken, and it's first come first serve for the names. So, being as this game is about 12 years old, the names are going to be hard to come by. You're gonna have to be extremely creative, and even if you are creative, a lot of the times, your name will be taken, guys, right? So I don't know what you guys can do about that. Good luck, I guess, right? It took me the better part of the whole weekend to like really think of the names and what we were gonna do with these characters. I would have been playing it earlier on this account specifically, but
to steal their memories.
you know, I get
discover
OCD
where
when
they've
it comes to
taken
all this
Zatanna.
stuff. Right, like I said, very straightforward gameplay. Once we get to level 5, we'll have our new power, which I believe is the pet. Right?
Initiate field report.
We kind of just get a power through not much to it.
Do not interfere, mortal! Faust commands that we
In terms
must
of,
fill the soul wells with souls.
You know, ease of use. A lot of the powers are easy, actually, to use, right? A lot of the powers are easy. I will always base it off of what you actually like playing.
Your master's bidding.
I always have, my mind is always taken. So I'm always thinking of nonsense.
It's not worth my soul to betray Faust.
Level 5, you have level 4. This is basic stuff, guys. I'm be skipping
Now
through.
we
If
know
you
why
understand
mages
anything
sell
at any
Faust
point,
their
definitely
souls
ask
and
me.
not their brains.
My best
Nice
to
job
explain it.
knocking those memories loose.
Well, we have another level. Let's look at our traits, guys. So, sorcery, level 5, we have offering and guardian. Now, guys, you need to feed your pet mana for him to do the big damage, which is why we have offering as well. And it's going to be baked in. Let's just change where I want guardian to be at offering. That way it's like very nice and most organized. So that's our offering right there. There's our guardian here. You cannot change the way this thing looks, but keep in mind that aspect, guys. So he looks kind of like a golem. He's like an earth elemental golem kind of looking pet. Unfortunately, you cannot, like I said, change the way your pet looks, not even through the cash shop, which if they were smart, be something to think about, but they're not. So they lose money from their wallets, But keep that in mind, guys. If you have like a color scheme going, I know a lot of people dress up in fashion is like the end game for them. You need to feed your pet power. As you can see below my name, there's the Guardian. He has like a little blue power bar. Let's throw out some moves and see if he can defend. As you can see, his power bar is empty. He did a big move, right? So I'll throw it back up. They call some of our power to keep him powered. Keep that in mind as well. You can just have him out just to throw punches and stuff like that as well, which is like what we're gonna do. And we'll worry about everything else later.
Now we know why mages sell Faust their souls and not their brains. Nice job knocking those memories loose.
Like I said, very straightforward. I'm just kind of showing off the pet.
Captive nearby, guarded by his
you see, he's more of like a tank pet, so he just kind of draws aggro, kills enemies, and that kind of stuff. You can see, like, me doing that, get him a shield. Right, if you really want to know, like, what the move does, definitely look at the tool too, and I'll let you know. While your Guardian's alive, regeneration is reduced. When you have a pet out, guys, by the way, you getting your power back is slightly reduced. There's ways around that, popping sodas or all that kind of stuff. Nothing to worry about right now. Right now you should be mixing your like weapon attacks with your powers. You know, with your mana spending. And just like that, guys, most of the missions in this game, if you're out in the open world, it'll be like 1 to 2 missions out in the open, and then you go into an instance and you do like the rest of the mission there. So you'll be doing that a lot, right? You'll be fighting a lot outside and then going into like an instance-based dungeon, doing that, getting a reward. Rinse and repeat. Even when you're level 30, which is the level cap, it's going to be the same way, guys. Keep in mind there are feats, guys, but feats are things that you do in the game. Like specific things, right? Like for example, in this place we have to extinguish all the fires on the bookshelves, right? Once you get that feat, they're worth different amount of points, right? But let's just say, for example, this one is worth 10 feat points. Once you get 100 feat points, you get 1 skill point, and you will need your skill points to level up your stats and stuff like that. Pretty important aspect of the game. If you're free to play, if you're new, all that kind of stuff, don't worry about it too much. Don't worry about it. Don't look at endgame builds when you just fresh off the fresh off the brain and shit. Nothing to worry about. Just see if you enjoy the game. That's all you can do. And if this was me, I would just be doing this all the time. That's all. Which I guess we're gonna do while I'm looking for these bookshelves. You know when you get the feat complete, by the way, because it will pop up on your screen. There's also these deeds here, which you can check all your feats, episodes, time capsules, all that kind of stuff. The classic game. If you get serious about the game, that's where you would go to look at it, at everything you can.
You may have defeated the others, but you won't get past me! I have failed, Master Faust!
And, you know, just very basic, very straightforward stuff here, guys. That glowing thing is a treasure chest. You can see we can kind of hang back a lot of the time. Just keep it juiced. Which is one of the nice things about having a sorcery with points. But gadgets, I'm not sure on the to see how there's nothing like these pets where they do like a lot of specific rules. The gadget pet is mostly just
Faust's rage will be boundless
for the most part. Some control aspects. Right, but you can definitely mix your powers. You see sorcery just kind of throws a bunch of stuff in. I'm not sure about the other power sets. I'm pretty sure they are of a similar ilk, for the most part. Do keep in mind, guys, this game is extremely old. I mean, it's older. It's you 11 years old, 12 years old. The base game compared to the end game, I'm sure you notice some of the models really look nice and textured. That is because they haven't updated everything. I mean, I would, if I were them, I probably would do it.
You will never
Initiate
defeat
field
me!
report. It's still warm to the touch.
I have failed, Master Faust!
That's not it. So you might see some models that look out of place, definitely.
Faust's spell of silence
Especially if you
was
like,
really
if you look at
granting my
Supergirl,
style. I'll
even
track him down.
because it's Tanner,
You
for
stop his
example.
movements. Find Faust.
I guess we'll have to wait for her to stop moving.
Good thing you broke that spell of
That's just
silence, since
defense.
Zatanna has to speak backwards to cast her spells.
Okay, so let's manage it. So, like, for example, take a look at Zatanna and then take a look at my character. You see how, like, nicely textured her like, her little suit and tie are? I don't know what that's called. Or her nice little flower. Right? That's new hotness, right? We're old busted here, like. Look at the texture on her thighs. Look at that fishnet. Now look at me busted old. I can't do anything about that. Eventually you will get more up-to-date
Get ready,
art pieces and
everyone.
they'll have like better textures on them. Year 1 textures, they look kind of like plastic. Because for all intents and purposes,
We must
they are
weaken
plastic.
Faust. His
Okay, so we
mages are
have that
using
complete.
forbidden artifacts
Let's
called
grab
soul
these two
wells
last
on
books.
innocence. Find them and destroy them before they're taken to Faust.
Sorry, we should have our feet. Once we're done with this. There we go. 10 feet points, alright. Nice and simple. Make sure you put on your new gear. That's something I kind of forget to do until like the whole thing is over. Keep in mind though that you are going to need to put better gear on to survive longer, hit harder, all that kind of stuff, guys. We cannot glide yet. We're kind of stuck like this. Zoom. Yeah, that's how we do it, guys. And then let's jump. Right, and as soon as you make it to the next area, the next mission starts. If you look at your compass, right, most of the time the mission will just be like a highlighted kind of orange area. In case you get lost, it should be too hard. And basically, I'm just tapping the range attack button. That's all we're doing.
Merely destroying the wells is not enough. The Magians are draining captured souls into soul globes. Intercept them before they return to Faust.
We're done here? Wait, what just happened?
Initiate field report. It will take
Okay.
powerful magic
I guess
to
we are
restore
done.
this soul fragment.
Maybe there was an ad here that kind of matched that. Seems like there. Now we're getting it out, but we're just gonna get out of it. As usual, guys. If you guys want to see me keep playing it on PC, definitely let me know. If you want me to play it on Xbox,
Do you see her? Madame Dia perches atop
this will
the
be a
theater,
journey if we stick
greedily
with this one,
using
right? I'll have to build the character up.
she'll pay.
If you guys are okay with that, as long as you guys want to see it. We do have a side mission here, but let's deal with these guys first.
You will never defeat me!
Alright, so let's deal with the lady. I believe she's up here on this rooftop. There she is.
Fresh soul
That's it.
for Faust.
Where'd she go? Here's the shitty part about it. Kinda gotta draw. You can see, like I said, sorcery is very straightforward. So you could spam your single target move a lot with this class in particular, and get away with it too. As long as you're locked on. Right, I can just move her from the distance. That's it for her. There's two. So what I think the plan will be, guys, is we'll stream for about an hour right now. Starting now, right? An hour. We'll take a break. We'll get to Witcher 3. Unless you guys want me to keep playing this, then we'll just play this and we'll get to Witcher 4 Witcher 3. That could also be something we can do. Maybe we'll decide that. You see, there's other people still leveling up. There's a lot of people still playing this game, surprisingly. Most of the people are at endgame guys, right? So if it looks kind of empty, barren, there's a few things you can take into account for that. One, is it a school game? Two, what server are you on? US, PC, PlayStation. Highest population numbers. Three, what side are you on? If you're on the villain faction leveling up, you're going to see that people. Also take into account what characters you're using when on certain features, right? Like for instance, there's a lot of people that have Superman and Batman for not many Wonder Woman characters. So you see them outside of Metropolis, maybe outside the police station when you start off with Superman military. You'll see a lot of people outside Gotham City police station. You won't be seeing like a lot of people outside the area, which they jammed into Metropolis from. If you're on live, advice don't play it on the Switch. You're just gonna be hurt all the time. Just don't do it. No, it looks appealing, guys. I do have a Switch account as well. It's not good. The game is just not good on Switch, period. A lot of the times they're behind content for like a few months up to half a year. When you get into raids, the game starts to slow down tremendously, and a lot of people say if you like, if you get the Ethernet or broadband adapter, that it fixes itself. It does not. I'm not kidding. It does not. I have it. You get into a raid, it's gonna run like molasses. It's not gonna be good for you. And most importantly, the community is extremely small. Extremely small there. You're gonna be hurting to
Faust has retreated to this theater to begin his foul
so just don't do it. Save yourself the
has him cornered inside, but he is protected by his mages, and she is alone.
We're bugged here.
Join the battle to fight at her
See if we can fix
side
this bug.
and end Faust's
So this
vile
bug here
plot.
happens a lot, guys. Basically, if you look at that purple icon, it's my reward box. Right, they want me to pick a reward. Sometimes you can just keep mashing till you get out of it, which is what we did. Sometimes it just does not want to open up for whatever reason. But we got us open there. We're just grabbing these just because they're here, right? If you really want to get all your greens and all your blues, guys,
Initiate field
my advice for that is while you're
The
leveling
Sentinels
up
of
and you're out
Magic
in
can
the
restore
world, if you see them,
splintered soul
just pick them up.
fragment with Gnostic thaumaturgy.
If you get really serious and you end up opening up like a YouTube video to look at the map, you realize that you've been
An
in all these
important
areas
historical
a lot
find
of
in the
the time.
field of syncretism.
Hold on, I have to check these messages. Okay, we checked. Again, we're done with this mission. Like I said, guys, there's really not much to say about the missions. You just beat everybody up until you have to go inside the instance. That's basically all you gotta do for a lot of the missions in this game. I will also stress, since we're here talking, guys, right? If you really want to play a superhero MMO and you're on PC, there's a lot of choices out there for sure, right? Definitely look at them before you settle on this one. It's character customization. I'll be isn't the greatest. With a lot of imagination, you can get things working. If you like the style of combat, though, this is kind of more action. I can understand that completely. But it is in terms of reducing fantasy. There's a handful of animals out there. If you're on console and you really want to make a superhero and you have a superhero MMO, this is what you have. It's just the way it is. Check out, let's get all that music here, just in case. Because I'm not sure if there's some feat type. Some general feats, guys, when you're first starting the game, like when you go into these instances, are like, using soda, which is like life back, and then using the super truck, which is like, you guys play Dungeons and Dragons, that's like super. Just try not to consume a soda or alpha super. You should be fine for the most part. That's like for a lot of year one stuff. If you have to, you have to. You can come back here after when you're more powerful and just kind of destroy everything. Don't worry about it too much, guys. That's back there. Being a big dumb thing.
Faust and Zatanna battle just past that mystical barrier. Defeat the Magians casting the spell to break through.
Do not pass. You must not interrupt the master. To battle! No! We failed the master!
And while leveling up, guys, that definitely makes it easier. Just make sure that this is the power set you want to use. This, while you're leveling up, if you're new, you haven't really spent too much time on the character. You don't have to play until level 30. If you don't like them, get rid of them.
Release these innocent souls, Faust.
Just make sure you have the
cannot
person
stop
you have.
me, Zatanna. My power is too great.
You can eventually change powers and all that kind of stuff. That comes with it.
Yes.
So, if you're happy to begin with, you won't need to do that.
Come, minions. Give me your power.
Don't let them feed their power to Faust.
I don't kind of spam. Maybe he gets 100. He's using life awful fast. So. Yeah, I
That's
think
a
we
few
get a little
souls Faust won't get his greasy hands on.
animated.
Thanks for your help.
So we'll let that play out, guys.
I long ago sold my soul for occult knowledge. Now demons themselves dance at my command. But one bit of knowledge eludes me. The flame of life. That electric bolt that creates something from nothing. And this I will possess. I will possess the collective soul of mankind and turn the flesh of all living things to my will.
There we go, guys. Right, that's one little chapter complete.
Speak to Zatanna, and I will
Did
rejoin
you get a
you
skill
soon.
point? Once you hit level 8 or 9, guys, you can unlock your movement mode, which is kind of just like a fast, or like a faster movement. I think it's level 9. Yeah, it's level 9. So let's turn our mission in. Once we turn our mission in, we'll collect our rewards. Usually, we'll be level 9 as soon as we turn it in, and then you can use your super speed, or you could glide, or you can fly faster. Right now, we can't really control our glide, which is part of not being leveled up. Right, we're just doing controlled falling. Oh, you cannot fight that guy for sure. Level 73. You can't beat Iron Curtain.
Thanks for the backup.
I will tell you guys, let's turn this mission in and then we can talk for a second. We can continue with the clip. Man, I guess in a way I do understand your choices, but...
Thanks for the assist with Faust. We put on quite a show.
There's some
Ready
other
for the
sorcery
second
people
act?
right there.
The demon Trigon is rising right here in Metropolis. I'll get there when I can. Until then, think you can handle it?
So mission's complete. Let's take a look at some of the other characters here, right? So these are like human players, right? Your Super Justice. Like I said, guys, coming up with new names. These are definitely new characters. If you see them here and they look like that, definitely new. There's someone else over here. Where as you can see, endgame characters look a lot different. Most endgame characters that you'll come across look a lot different. If they're standing here specifically, a lot of them are pretty new. Some people kind of stand here in disguise and they kind of try to PvP you and kill you. Keep that in mind as well. Guys, if it were me, one thing they did drop the ball on is when you're playing in the open world, let's have some dialogue, shall we, folks? You know, if you're playing out in the open world, guys, you'll see there's like a lot of if you know anything about the game, right? Let's walk it back first of all. You get your powers through exobytes, right? In the game, the exobytes kind of are what made your human character into a superhero. So you see a lot of like exobyte villains and heroes in the game. Iron Curtain, Titanic Trent. I think Laugh Riot is walking around somewhere. You'll see sometimes you'll see like exobyte hero, right? Exobyte villain. In one of the storylines, there's a character that talks about he read about you on the forums, and he's like a exobyte villain. One thing they didn't do was really capitalize on making their own villains and heroes for the game with their own specific power sets, which would have been really cool. They like kind of lightly dabbled with it, but they didn't do it.
I call upon you as one who has been proven in battle. Dr. Fate's
we have
war
an next
against
mission. If you
Trigon
remember
has broken.
way back in the day,
Now
the
Trigon's
Fortress
demons
raids, they
rampage
were
throughout the
in the
Tomorrow
CG
district.
trailers. There was a guy
The
called
Science
Fracture,
Police's powers are
which was
not
made by
enough.
this game
Defend
company, from
against
what I
this evil
understand, right?
and
And he
hurry.
had exobytes in his system, and he was like a gadgets kind of guy. And centered around him, the trailer. And I thought that was really cool. They could have built upon it and had more like, you know, homemade heroes, I guess you would call them, homemade villains. They never really went anywhere with it. Just a means to the end. We're not going to do this like homestead stuff. This is for your base. We're not going to do that right away. What we will do is put in our movement mode. Rocket assisted glide. We'll be happy with that for now. As far as weapons go, dual wield. You won't mess with that right now. We'll wait till we get a lot of points. Let's see what we have for sorcery. We have Soul Wall, we have Rejuvenate, some healing moves / DPS moves. Okay, so we go for Rejuvenate. We'll leave Soul Wall right where it is. No, we'll put that right here. We don't have a supercharge yet. Do we? No, we don't. Soul Wall is okay, guys. It just is kind of like an AoE DOT. Right? When enemies are close, they start taking little ticks of damage. Not the worst thing. Not the greatest thing, for sure. We have Raven Unleashed. We can do that. Now we can look at our Rocket Assisted Glide, right? Rocket Assisted Glide comes built in with Zip Line, which if you've seen like people zipping around like Spider-Man and stuff like that. Right? So now we can do this. If we're close to a wall, you hold the jump button. You'll see, let's zoom in. So you'll see like your character have like little lines around him. They're kind of like little wispy lines. That means that he can do something related to his movement. Alright, let's get closer to it. See it right there? Okay. And if you're on a wall, you just hold the jump button. Go straight up. Also, while you're gliding now, you can hold in the left thumbstick. I don't know about the actual PC controls, but now you can glide up and down, kind of control your glide. Right, I'm not just falling straight down the whole time now. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Trigon's evil energy is manifesting in dark orbs. Bring them to the circle of purification cast by the science police so they can be neutralized.
And these missions here, we're grabbing, they're basically side missions, but you know, they're good to do, get some extra experience, extra gear, some, you know, more levels if you're close enough to it. We didn't salvage anything, which we're probably going to need to do pretty soon. So actually just collecting this. Now, if I wanted to, guys, I could pop this juice box here.
You need to get a D.
Oh, the juice box, that
These
looks
are
like
used
one.
to actually grant base ownership and
That will give me
select the
increased
location
experience
for the entrance.
for about, what does it say? For about 1 hour, right? If you know you're going to be on and just not going to be moving anywhere, definitely drink it. If you think you're going to get a sandwich or something like that, hold off on it. Do use it before you hit level cap. Right, there's going to be no point in having this booster box here if you don't need any levels, right, guys? So, with that said, I do want to drink it, guys. But I do want to know if you guys like the playthrough so far, if you want me to continue with this, or if you want me to continue on Xbox. I'm assuming there's a couple people in here. Definitely let me know, folks. You know, like I said, we can make a full playthrough of this, and then we could talk about all the other aspects when it comes down to it. Maybe we could start a league on the PC side / PlayStation. Who knows, right? I always have a lot of ideas when it comes to creating things, especially with superheroes. You guys didn't know, like, I used to, I'm not gonna call myself an artist, but I drew as a hobby for a very long time. I have a few OC superheroes, villains, right? We can definitely make a league or something like this. But if we do that, I would have to spend a lot of time on this game. Like I said, guys, the mission's straightforward. So just collect stuff, bring it back, defeat enemies. Let's just skip over this. That's not good. Definitely skip it. What can we do about that, folks? Not a good weapon. It's never done that before up until right now. Let's stop for a second. Let's make it. Unfortunately, there is really no graphics in this to tune down, funny enough. So I can't really do anything about that. What can we do, guys? There is some kind of graphics. We'll just do that. We'll see if that makes a difference. No, it might be this area. Let's try to get out of here quickly. Let's pump this juice box too, so it's better. Right, as you can see, there's like the real Ravenclaw cookies here.
Metropolis formed the Science Police as their own superpowered force. But even their magical officers can't do with Trigon. Let's hope you can.
That'd be interesting, guys. What if we make it something? This PC isn't the strength system. Not that it's something. That's something to consider. need these assault rifles. There we go.
Metropolis formed the Science
Time.
Police as their own
What is this
superpowered
we
force.
have something granted to
Even
us.
their magical
Let's see what
officers
that
can't do
is.
with Trigon. Let's hope you can.
First time hitting level 10 on this game.
Blood
See how
Priest Chronicle. This once weak
we're gonna duck out to the
scroll
open so
has
we're
been
safe.
infused with
Okay,
the power of
so we
lust
hit level 10.
by one of Trigon.
Trigon
We
is
have a
using his
granted
daughter,
item.
the Titan Raven, to spread his
Let's
foul
open our
energy.
daily rewards.
Then he will destroy her.
Might as well grab
Both
these
she and the
things.
city are doomed unless
Basic-
we stop
basic
Trigon
stuff, right?
now.
Daily rewards.
Find his demons on the rooftops and destroy their dark
Let's put our
conversion
granted
vortices.
items. Oh, we have a CR skip, guys. What? What? Guys, a CR skip basically is a skip to endgame. Just in case you didn't know. That's what that is right there. Interesting. I thought I had to be subscribed to get it, honestly. So that's cool. That's pretty cool.
Hello! I'm an independent researcher at Starlink.
First things first, let's come up here. Oops. Let's come up here. We're looking for something in this. You see, once we hit level 10, we started getting all kinds of loot crates, guys. These capsules are loot crates. Or loot boxes, whatever you want to call them. Right? Those, if you want to open them, you're going to have to be subscribed or spend a little bit of money. We won't get too into it right now because we'll just get rid of them. I think it's this side, but I also see something. You can see it's very straightforward. I will always say that too while we're playing this. It's missions very easy. Your true like test will be coming like when you're at the end of going into it. Solo experience, not much to it, folks. If we let the time run out, they just turn into demons and then they will take us. So we have that part complete. Portion number
Trying to raise Starfire and the other Titans, but no
You know why
word
it's
since
called
they went
portion
into the
number 9,
Science
guys,
Police
this mission
HQ.
here?
I'm calling
Collect
Zatanna now
pheromones
to
and
back you
bad
up.
citizens in the area. That's because back in the day there was a movie called Love Portion Number 9. I haven't seen the movie in a long time. If you see anyone with a purple name, by the way, that means they're on the opposite faction, right? So, if you're a hero, you see someone with a purple name, that means they're a hero. If you're a villain, you see someone with a purple name, that means they're a hero. We just got our healer roll. Cool. We got some styles. Alright. Once you reach level 10, you do get your other blue guys. In our case, it is a healer. And you know, healers are blessed or fortunate enough to like be highly sought after. Healers and tanks, right? So if you want to get into instances quickly, and you don't mind being a support class, healer is very good. Extremely good.
I'm trying to raise...
Trigon
You have some
holds
stuff
Raven
here, so let's
thralled
put
to
this
his dark will inside the Science Police headquarters. We must free her.
I don't think we need these boots
But
yet,
first,
so we're gonna hold
use
off
your
on them. We're gonna have
power
to put
to
them
stop the
away.
demons spawning and lending their powers to Trigon outside the
You're
walls.
getting materials and all this kind of stuff. You know what? You already started the fight, so... hopefully you guys are deciding if you want to do sorcery or not.
Blood Priest
It's a good power set.
This gem.
You know, all these power sets do
Manipulate
come with like a
air
good
around
card.
it, as though it were made of solid acid.
Like I said, there's a. At the end of the day, guys, when it comes to playing the game, you are gonna have to pick your poison. There's no way around it. It seems like these days. You know, a lot of these games now, they want to charge you $100 for a fucking shitty game. They're gonna try to nickel and dime you, no matter where you go. Not that I'm saying DC's a shitty game, right? But that's quickly the way things are turning these days. Gotta shell out $100 plus, really roll the dice on the game. We're fortunate enough to be in an era though where, you know, you can really look into the game that you want to buy. It's not like the old days where all you had to go with was like the backs of the goddamn box or like a little clip in a magazine. Now you have the internet, you have your phone in your hand, you have the people that play the game. Definitely look into it. You know, unless you're just that. A lot of people are not like that. For a lot of people, birthdays, Christmas, that's when they can get a lot of their games. You gotta be careful, folks. Well, you know, I would say if I was a kid, it would be very hard to focus on my studies. There are a lot of free games out. Right, and I was a big gamer when I was a kid. I don't know how that works these days. Right, we didn't have our super phone with a game engine either. We had beavers. A bunch of beavers. And we were lucky Game Boys.
Blood Priest Chronicle. Once merely an artifact, this staff now crawls with insects, feeding on its putrescent testament to Trigon's might.
This mission, guys, all we're doing is closing these portals, beating up the demons that protecting the medics. The medics got some big balls up though. They're fist fighting the demons. I guess they have to. Right, we got our first super, by the way. Or a supercharge, it seems it is. Grand Summoning. For sorcery, this is a pretty good supercharge. Let's take a look at it. Basically, it summons 3 super pets, right? So let's, as you can see now, we got a bunch of pets out. They usually focus on your target, so they'll just go to town, just like all kinds of magic out at people. A pretty solid super. Especially if you're a pet build, which I guess we are. So they stay out for a while, as you can see. And then after it, checking her
Raven
gear.
fought her father's evil all her life. To have him possess her now must
Before we
be
get into
a
the
living
census though, guys, I
nightmare.
do want to get something
A
else.
real one.
Very
Since
thirsty.
now all the Titans are off calm. Even Nightwing.
Zatanna
I
confirms
do
that
think we made a
Trigon
good
has
choice
possessed Raven
picking this
utterly.
power set.
She has taken the Titans
If we're gonna stick
hostage.
with the game, right?
You must free them and
on this,
save
like,
Raven from her father's evil.
on PC. I think we made a good choice. Okay, so here we are, guys. Why don't we take a short break, get some water, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying the playthrough, folks. Guys, if you're here and you're new, thank you for stopping by. I see that we got a follower. I missed him somehow. Guys, I do appreciate it. I don't know who joined me. Let's check our community, guys, so we can thank. Ben 10. Ben 10. Warner Brothers. Thank you so much for following. I don't know if you're still here. I do appreciate it. It's because I have these earmuffs on. But I appreciate it so much. Hopefully you stick around. Guys, if you're new here and you like what you see, feel free to give me a follow. I'll be back, guys. Give me just a few minutes. We're going to get some water. I'll probably use the restroom, and then we'll continue on with the mission. Let's close all these little things here. It's just letting me know that I have a supercharge. Keep in mind that in instances like this, that before we get started, A lot of your feats will come from not healing yourself with a soda, right? Which is an item that you use to heal. So you see we don't have it. Or using a supercharge, right? So consider at least taking it off until you get out of there. That's what I usually do. And if you're a healer or something like that, you can heal yourself with your moves. So there's nothing to worry about there. Okay, guys, with that said, though, a few minutes, I will be right back. Why don't we just play a little bit of music? I won't be going too long, guys, at all. Be right back, folks.
Keep your body moving, keep your body moving. 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 Do you like it? Do you want more? Let's do it. Keep your body moving. 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 Do you like it? Do you want more? Let's do it. Keep your body moving. Keep your body moving. Keep your body moving. Keep your body moving. Bye, fellas.
Okay, guys, we are back. My water here. Let's get some hydration going. Like I said, guys, I do think we made a good choice using this power set, especially if we're not a premium or anything like that. We are truly free to play on this account, so it's not the worst power. Far from the things. Well, as usual, guys, let me know if things get a little bit too loud. We're still adjusting like our volume settings here.
Stop destiny.
So we do have a mission here, guys, right? The side mission is to get all the inmates hiding in various corners. I think that's one of them.
My boss will get you for this.
That's one of the items, guys. I think there's about 5 of them. Other than that, everything is very straightforward. Try not to bite off too much. Alright, so well, there's a lot of epic stuff. You can just think of range and throw it. You know how I said, guys, how you can tell what is like newer and what is older? You're gonna see like a big indication of that now. Let's get some more water.
Fool to challenge me? Cyborg, deal with your savior.
What's going on?
You got 100 strength, but I have more. Starfire, kill them.
Right, obviously, Cyborg isn't Starfire. Isn't the texture.
Cyborg, why are you and I fighting?
Alright, Nightwing is slightly nowhere. And then once you get to Donatron, she's not gonna come to.
Party time!
It's just gonna have to roll this out. Alright, and now he gets it done, man. They never really fix their outfits.
Trigon still controls Raven, and Raven still controls Donna.
Obey Trigon's will and destroy the Titans.
This is how Amazon save the world.
The inevitable is already upon you. This world.
Funny enough, they gave her an outfit after we beat her. When we beat her up, they changed her costume.
Thanks for jumping in.
Lazy program.
Raven's fighting him, but Trigon's hold is getting stronger. We have to find her and help her.
Our best chance is to split up and search. Starfire and I will take the upper levels.
I'll search the rest of this floor.
Sounds like a plan. The hero and I will take the holding level. Come on.
Wait. I'm missing this card. I need that.
Blood Priest Chronicle. Once merely a session. This treasure has been blessed by the touch of Trigon's wrathful son.
So much for breaking out of this joint.
Come no further if you value your lives.
Oh, yeah.
Science, ways, and technology. What your butt?
On this this table here, the most powerful table in the game. That's fine.
Send your soul.
No sign of her so far. Let's keep going.
We still have our side mission. There's 2 more inmates we can find. There's one over here. Just grab them now.
Hey, take it easy.
We can kind of skip these guys.
So much for breaking out of this joint.
Keep in mind, guys, some of these bosses, especially like bigger ones, you can drop. I'm not sure about the bosses, but they drop like sometimes they can drop like their hoodie, like a piece of gear.
Glad you guys showed up. I'm holding her body in one place, but Raven's
It doesn't
fighting
look great
Trigon deep
anymore.
in her soul.
But if
I
you're
can
like a
feel it.
style,
What can we do?
I've got to stay here to keep the
Might as well
portal
look
open,
into getting
but
one.
only a true magical warrior can enter that soul self. The second that happens, I'm teleporting everyone else out of here.
It's all up to you. I know you and Raven can beat him down.
I can't keep Raven contained for long. She's opened a portal to her soul self. She wants us to help her fight.
You are too late. Raven is broken. Trigon's day has come. You cannot save my daughter.
I do not like that design
She is
for me.
merely a vessel for my
I think that's one of her new 52 designs.
I will tear your soul asunder.
Horrible choice.
Tear your soul asunder. Tear your soul asunder! Ah, daughter, your will returns.
Come on, guys,
What's left of
if you hear some sirens and stuff like that.
You will leave this
If it gets to be too loud, you can mute it for a little while. Oh, a bunch of demons.
You are free for now, daughter. But too late. My arrival is imminent.
She get uppercutted? Wasn't good.
Trigon's evil power has entered this world through me. But you have saved my soul, and I thank you. I hope you will fight at my side when his dark day comes.
Like a raven, I am an omen of darkness. Through me, Brother Blood has unleashed a dark and brutal evil onto this plane. I can no longer deny my fear that nothing, not even the Titans or our allies, can stop the demon Trigon from rising. He is an evil that has destroyed 10,000 worlds, and we are next. For this monster Trigon is my father.
Great art, guys. Art is amazing.
Trigon's
By
evil
Jim
still
Lee,
permeates
guys.
this plane.
One of the
But
biggest
thanks
artists
to your
that ever to
courage,
come from
Raven has
Marvel
been
and DC.
freed. This fight is
He did a
far
lot of the
from over.
90s comics for Marvel,
Speak
for
to
sure.
Zatanna, and I will rejoin you soon.
Probably will be what you're known for the most. A lot of stuff for DC. Now he's like one of the top heads at DC, right? As far as I know. Great artist. Art is amazing. Had a lot of good times reading that art or looking at that art back in the X-Men comics in the 90s. That's it. We are done with this mission, guys. This is it right here. I noticed that we have this as well. We're missing someone. Missing someone. Let's walk back in quickly, guys. So I really need to get this one done. I don't think we'll have to do the whole instance over, but I could be wrong. Technically, it should be empty. Okay, still empty. Okay. So let's see if we can find the last enemy, which I think we just passed over here.
Hey, take it easy.
There
I
we
ain't
go.
running.
Now we're done, guys. Now we can leave.
Trigon's evil still permeates this plane, but thanks to your courage, Raven has been freed. This fight is far. Trigon's evil still permeates this plane, but thanks to your courage, Raven has been freed. This fight is far from over. Speak to Zatanna, and I will rejoin you soon.
Okay. I'm having fun with this game right now. But I always come back to this game every so often, right? It does make me angry a lot of the time, you know. And I come back after a cold. Some fun again.
So, was it weird in Raven's soul
There we
self?
go.
Ah, never
Everything
mind.
was there,
I'm
right?
The Monitor. I'm gathering the multiverse to face its greatest threat yet. We will need every ally we can get, even unexpected
So
ones.
guys,
Meet me
basically what
aboard
this
the
mission right
House
here
of
is saying
Legends.
is they want me to go to the House of Legends. And that is what they replaced the Watchtower and the Hall of Doom with, which was kind of like the central hub for heroes and villains. I do believe in the end they're going to phase out both the Watchtower and the Hall of... is it the Hall of Evil? Or is it the Hall of... It's the Hall of Doom, right? They're going to phase those out because they want all the heroes and villains in one spot. Save some memory. They don't really do content anymore where it's strictly just for heroes and villains. You know, if we were villains, basically these missions we would be doing, we'll be helping out the demons instead of like the hero kind of people. They kind of moved away from that. Mostly because it was just too much work and they couldn't handle it. They have a small team, to my understanding. Which is better to make kind of blanketed content. So that's what they moved to, guys. So what they want me to do now is go to is it World of Tomorrow? Oh no, they want me to go to the House of Legends, right? Now when I do that, it's gonna basically give me a tutorial of like how the House of Legends works. Like I said, it's the central hub. Hey, look at Luigi here. Oh,
Amazon forces, including Wonder Girl herself,
we can
have
do that
responded.
for sure, right?
But more help is needed.
Well, let's get
down
some of
there
these
and
missions
stop
started.
Circe.
Let's just go to the House of Legends, that way we can access our bank and stuff like that. We'll do the mission where we get our own like base towards the tail end of the game. They're gonna want me to do a lot of stuff, guys, and I just don't want to do it right now, pretty much. But let's do the House of Legends at least. It's not gonna be much to it, he's just gonna show me around and they're gonna tell me what the stuff does. Really, really simple.
Heroes and villains, you must prepare for the trials to come. I am needed elsewhere. Harbinger, introduce our guests to Tempest Future.
So I'll give you
and
my
show
overview.
them around
Like I
my
said, guys,
House
this is just
of
the central
Legends.
hub. This is where you find a lot of people standing
Start with
around.
Tempest Fusion,
You can see there's a
guardian
villain
of the
here.
orrery
He's
of
dressed up
worlds.
like I don't know. But you can see a lot of people are here already. Most of them are like down here somewhere. There's vendors here for gear, all that kind of stuff. There's places where you can salvage your gear. A lot of people usually will stand around here. You can change your phase, guys, from the map into phase. See, there's a bunch of phases here. We're in phase 3, but there's phase 1, 94 people. Phase 2, 7 people. Phase 3, 94 people. A lot of people here. They're all spread out, wandering around. There's places we could go to do like the other DLCs. Right there's over here is to get your mail. Here's your stash for your bank, all that kind of stuff. Here's the marketplace. A lot of people around here, just chilling and hanging out. But you see a lot of people. See someone try to duel me because they know I'm
I
not low,
open the way to important locations across time
have
and
duels
space. For
So
most
smart.
of your journey,
And
I
there's
will
gonna do
have the
that.
perfect equipment for you. I hope to see you often.
So he's just a vendor where
The
you get
portal
like
will
some of the
take you
items that
where
we
you
can't see
want
it yet
to
because
go.
we're not
I can
we have to
outfit
beat the
you
base
for when
game
you
to
reach
knowledge.
The
Like there's another
absolute
vendor
highest
down
tier
here.
equipment can
You
be
can see
found
this stuff
on
is
an
very high
assistant
level.
close to Tempest Fusionaut.
This is, I think this is the current DLC actually. Right, and we could take a look at it. The only thing that sucks though, guys, is when you're previewing these items, you cannot zoom in for some reason, which I don't know why it's like this. You know, it's been like this forever, and you think they would change it, but you can see we're looking at the headphones. That is like, this counts as a helmet for this DLC, right? So, you know, each DLC will have like a theme for your tier of gear. I think this is Wonder Girl's costume. So there's a cool jacket here. I kind of like the jacket. It's not bad. You have some headphones on, right? It's called Godling Wonderpunk, so I'll take for that. Well, I can't really show it off because it's far away. Let's just check our mail because we did get some mail. Okay, so let's grab this. What do you say we finish this? Let's take a look. Let's finish this part and see what we want.
Outgrown gear can be sold for cash, or even better,
We use the
salvaged
R&D
into
station.
exabytes to boost your
This
base
stuff I will get
stats
into
at
like later
R&D
on, guys. This is
stations
stuff you
like
don't really need to know for the most part right now.
This main observation
Especially if you're
deck
new to
has
the game
more
and leveling
important
up, you don't really have to worry about
John
this stuff right
Constantine
now.
will help you
I'll say
power
once you
up
start getting
artifacts.
closer to 30,
Booster
then you can
Gold
start
will
looking
help
into
you
this.
stabilize
You know, you will need to
and
do some
Dr.
of this
Fate
stuff right
offers
now.
daily rewards. Next, your mentors have hired a guide for you in the training area. They have assured me he is a consummate professional.
And hopefully, guys, you have been enjoying the playthrough. Our main stream tonight, 8 p.m., guys, is going to be Witcher 3. We're going to do that for about 4 hours or so, guys. You know, if we're having a good time, we'll go over what's the Witcher. If not, we'll switch maybe we'll switch back to this, I'm guessing. You guys will see it. Usually the last game we play is like at my discretion because nobody else will watch it for you. And we stream every day, guys. So, sitting here, you're lurking. Feel free to give me a follow. I do appreciate it, folks. We are trying to grow the channel. We just hit 60, by the way. We just hit 60. I'm very happy. I was always saying we were going to do something special at 50, and then maybe at 60. Now that we're at 60, I don't know, guys. What if we hold off on the very special thing till we hit about like 100 or so? Make a big thing about that. I'm really not sure what we can do, guys. But it should be a group thing if something you guys want to see, maybe.
Ambush bug all up in your fourth
Like I
wall.
said, guys,
This room is for
nothing
you
worry about here.
nostalgics.
They just kind of
We
show
got
you
old
around
gear
the
you can
place.
buy for the cool styles.
You know, if you're
Teleport us
playing,
to
you
places
can
you'll maybe visit.
really look at this yourself.
Once a
They're
year,
just showing you
unlocks
around.
for Legends
To
exabytes.
be quite
PvP
honest, you won't be
systems,
spending a
some
lot of your
the
time in these
coolest
areas. You'll
characters
probably be spending
always
most of that
use
big
or
central
cannon
hub area
fodder.
that I was showing
These
you where the
last two
mailbox is
stops are
at.
perhaps the
All
most
that kind of
important
stuff.
to the Monitor.
This stuff right here,
First, Changzu is an alien
really
from
nothing to it,
Apocalypse,
guys.
who has agreed to behave.
Oh, you know what? Oh, we will get back there eventually, so. Optician Zoo. There is some cool stuff you can do in this game, like getting like some combat pets and that kind of stuff. The styles part, I will be very honest with you, that will come much later on down the line once you're like a higher level, unless you have a very simple like kind of spandex tights outfit, right? Like a Green Lantern outfit, for example. You can get that very quickly, or get something similar very quickly.
Combat pets, different functions, different power levels.
He sells a lot of combat pets.
Depending on what you need, and if
Never
you
mind, they
have
come in
any
tiers, right? We can talk about that later when they come in tiers. So, a tier 3 combat pet is probably like the best one you could get. Stronger than the tier 1 and 2s. We can take a quick look at it. As you can see, tier 1 pets right here, right? They're not that strong. And then you keep getting lower and lower, you get to tier 2 and you get to tier 3. Cost a lot of marks. They're good. They're fun. Some of them look really cool. You can pick whichever one you want when you get to it.
Can you believe this place? Allies from all across time and space, and I've been working out a system to connect everyone. I started the ball rolling on a basic team for you when something ominous arrived. a batarang from the dark multiverse, with your name, a location under Crime Alley, and instructions to come alone. It's obviously a trap, so if you do choose to go,
So once you
please
get
be
to this
careful.
part, guys, this is part of the ally section. Let's go to allies right here. Right now, I'll tell you what allies are all about. You can have 3 allies at any given time. There's a lot of allies in the game, and they are either a superhero or a supervillain. And what they do is they kind of, one is for like an attack where you would summon them, they would do an attack, they'll leave. The other 2, as you can see, the support allies, they have powerful passives that you can have on at all times as long as you have them equipped. And it really depends on the ally you get. Lo and behold, some of the better allies you will have to kick up for a little bit, but you get a free one, and you can work towards some ones that you can get with like in-game currency. Then you have to level them up, but that's a whole other aspect, guys, that we'll get into. Like I said, you can have 3 equipped at any given time, and then there's like a lot of allies. You know, once we get there, we'll get to it. But this is the ally mission to get us introduced to them.
It's like the Batcave, but nightmarish. It has to be the Batman who laughs. This is gonna be a problem.
You really walked right into my
And this is a very simple mission, so let's just go.
This was almost too easy.
They are slightly higher level. And, you know, most of this game consists of just defeating it. So keep in mind, guys, right, if you're having survivability issues, depending on your power set, you might have a shield or like some kind of heal. You can definitely pop a soda to drink now. Let's put a soda. Let's put a soda there. You can put your supercharges on. You know, you can work on all your feats later on down the line. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing, for sure. So put my supercharge back, all that good stuff. I'll go check out the Batman Who Laughs over here.
Oh, sorry. Tough luck. You have to be smarter than that.
I believe one of them is up here. Yeah. So we have to hit these things to bring the shield down, these consoles. Once you get there, some enemies are going to spawn. Right at this point in the game, if you're playing by yourself, you know, you'll know the combat well enough to deal with them. They're not too tough. You see, there's like if you notice, there's like these kind of barrels with like a greenish kind of gloss on them. Those are health barrels, guys. If you can, right, if you hit them with your blood, this green kind of aura you see, if you stand in it, it does heal you. That gives you back some power. So definitely use those to your advantage. They're not going to be everywhere in the game once you get to level 30. So keep that in mind as well. I believe this last one is almost here somewhere. So. Just drop a solo that way. Right. You see they're taking damage every so often. I know that's a set of very good kind of spell. There you go, get the first field down. You don't have to kill every enemy on the map, but if they get aggro to you, you might fight them. Because they follow you to the just deal with them if you have to. Not too much of an hassle.
You're here because I need something from you, and you will need something from me. The hilarious thing
He's been really popular lately. He's okay. I think they ran too far with that idea. It's kind of like boring. But he was cool when he first came. I remember him taking the comments. We're just gonna spam all our armors. I'm waiting for him to get into his other areas before we do it. Also don't know where it is in my area. So I can so. There we go. Really need it.
But I brought allies, and you didn't, so I win! I'm going to enjoy
Cash
this.
you didn't.
Here, I've got your back. You got this.
Shake the strings.
See how we're doing a lot. No, it's nothing. There's nothing special in it. But you see big help right there. Got a supercharge going.
Save you? When Perpetua is coming?
Big talk from someone who's going to the deepest, darkest dungeon. And hey, being able to send you allies?
So basically, guys, they're just showing us that you could summon an ally to just aid you, just do a big attack. They give you like a shitty one, really. When you first start, it's going to be that Oracle bot that we just saw.
From someone who's going to the deepest, darkest dungeon.
Talk to him.
And hey,
so we have
able to send
Oracle
you
bot
allies?
here.
Pretty clutch.
Take a look at
I
it.
knew this would be useful. I'll have details
Here she
when
is,
we get
right?
back.
We equipped her. Now we got our allies. See what allies menu. Equip her. And when you first get them, they only have their attack move. You have to level them up to get to their other moves. So we'll just equip her. And we take a look at her details. So what you do when you summon her, she comes out, she does some rockets from her wrist. It's called wrist rockets. As you can see, having her equipped, you'll get bonuses. It's the right hand side, guys, at the bottom. You'll get something called Task Manager, which restores 10% of power after using 7 abilities, and restores 12.5% after using 6 abilities, right? So it should have to be in your support section to get that, for you to get that passive. I will be honest, not good at all. But there are a lot of allies. Once you're done talking to him and you have your first ally, you talk to him again.
Let me plug you with the
Use your
perfect
ally
match.
vendor. Now, these are called source marks. You can get source marks by playing the content. You can also just buy the ally in the marketplace. The good thing about buying it is that it'll be account bound. So if you buy Zatanna in the market, you make another character, you go to the market, you can unlock her, get her straight away. You will have to level her up again, but you know, just take that for what it's worth, right? So there's a bunch of allies here. As you can see, there's Zatanna, Blue Beetle, Poison Ivy, Static, Shazam. They all come with their own passives. So you really get to pick and choose, right? Unless you're like, oh, I love Batman, you just get all the Batman. That is up to you guys, right? A lot of allies here. Like I said, keep in mind, you're going to have to level them up to get the most out of them. Just take that for what it's worth. If you're just playing, just have fun with the game until you feel like you need to do this stuff. Right now, we have our ally. And I can call her down now. She has a cooldown, guys, but if there were some enemies here, she would attack the enemies, she'll fly away. That's basically what it does. And then, you know, if you have your passives, they'll just be there giving you passive bonuses. With that said, though, guys, just take a little breather. And hopefully you guys are enjoying everything so far. Man, I never thought we'd get to 60. What are we going to do now, guys? What are we going to do? I'm not sure. Sure. So we have our next mission done. Good enough. Thankfully, right? Now we can go to Metropolis. Guys, if you're having trouble finding teleporters, make sure you use your warp menu. You can go to Gotham Metropolis, all that kind of stuff there. There is a cooldown from warping, so keep that in mind. But let's take a moment. Let's look at the people standing around. These are other players, guys, like I said. And maybe we could take a look at some of the endgame fashion here. Let's banish this. So let's take a look at some of the people here. You can see very popular stuff is having like these skins on that like change your character's materials. Let's take a look Right, a lot of people like hanging out here. They have these outlines because they have outlines on in case they still do it. So, that's like if they're throwing a lot of powers, like you can still see them. So. Right, people like standing here and dueling, they start standing here and talking. My box is covering the screen where you can see like the world chat and all that kind of stuff, just in case there's anything online. You know, I have the filtering, but they, you know, if you're typing, you can find ways around the filter. So that's why we have the world chat fixed there. That's where the chat box is. Right, like I said, guys, if you get creative, there's a lot you can do with the game. You would need creativity and I will say some deep pockets. Right, to really work on some things. Right, but there's a lot of people here. Right, everything on my map, if you can see on my compass, all those like dots are other players, and those green and purple dots. So it's pretty populated still. What I think we're going to do though, guys, for now is we're going to take a short break until the mainstream tonight. It's going to be Witcher 3, guys. I do want to say something. Thank you so much for stopping by, folks. I do appreciate it. And hopefully we can keep things pushing forward, guys. I'm looking forward to playing Witcher 3 in about 50 minutes or so. We're going to take a break. Guys, we will continue DC more than likely after Witcher 3. And keep having a good time, guys. My name is Frank Gallows, and I stream every day, guys. Look my schedule up. We'll catch you on later, guys. Have a great night. See you in a little